Alright guys, so it's a very busy time in Dokkan right now, but I still kind of want to get a lot of the necessary footage I want to, a lot of the kind of like new releases. We've had major EZAs, we've had, you know, a new Dokkan Fest, Carnival LR, we've had a lot coming in just a small period of time, and then of course we have also had, you know, kind of like the new super difficult Omega Fight event, right? So there's really been, just a huge amount of stuff going on. Now, I still want to do content on the Syn Shenron fight. I do think that this fight is super relevant still. I do not think that this Syn Shenron fight is a throwaway just because Omega exists. This is still the second hardest fight, I think. Alright, so we get the transformation there. Or I guess the intro. Well, we got some pretty bad rotations. I brought some SDR characters. You know what we could do is, if things prove to be a little too nasty for us, we could always take this to the cooler team. I try my best to have some of these major releases, like if we're going to do like a world tour on them, that we're going to try and get them on a 200% leader skill, right? I feel like it's pretty important to sort of see them at max potential. There are times, right, where I haven't really, I mean, mostly, the only character that I really didn't do that for was LR Super Boo, and that's because he still doesn't have one. It's ridiculous. It's just absolutely insanity to think about a character not having a 200% leader skill. Now, we do have a lot of debuffing here. I think we should make it to the final phase against Physical Sim pretty easily. Now, Baby, you know, is the primary focus right here, and I do think Baby can completely potentially dominate this fight for us in a pretty hefty manner. I mean, this is really quite bad. We got a really tough situation. I guess if we float off Super 17 right here, he'll come back on turn 5. Potentially we'll be able to transform. Let's give Baby his 18 key. Now, Baby is not a slot 1 character, but, I mean, we did start this with the GT Bosses team, and, you know, GT Bosses, if we don't have a Carnival Omega on each rotation, well, it gets a little bit iffy. And the thing about Baby is he does have a full dodge build just in case. Alright, so we're kind of keeping this Int Syn locked down with debuffs right now. This is going to be very good for us to just kind of keep these debuffs rolling on this guy. Should put us in a pretty grand position, I think, moving forward. Alright, now, of course, I wish I could have floated off one of the Omegas last turn, but wasn't really able to, right? We have to sort of settle in. Are you ever going to super attack, buddy? I mean, if he wants to try and super attack the 17s, this is fine. Because they, of course, build up their dodge chance, so I don't think it's going to be some real huge problem as long as we get the additional, which we do right there. Yeah, I do have the 17s with a full additional build, so it is pretty common where we're going to see them get this additional. And just getting this attack gives them the extra 17% chance to dodge, which is pretty strong. Alright, so my Omega is stronger, right? My Omega is the one that's got Link level 10. The friend Omega isn't Link level 10. Not quite yet. Mine, of course, is, so mine's a little bit better. Alright, let's just try and get as many orbs as possible, right? A lot of rainbow orbs would be a lot of damage reduction for him. I feel like we potentially could do this. I mean, we'll see. It's definitely going to get a lot tougher once we get to AGL Syn. It's like the start of this fight, I don't think is really going to be too tough because we could debuff. Omega is just too strong, right? Against any enemy that could be debuffed, this LR Omega is way too good. Like, if there's any Super Battle Road stage you could bring him into, or Battlefield or something like that, I mean, Omega, he's just going to completely tear shit up without even a second thought, right? Like, he is very, very powerful. Dude, this team is just so slow. It's because it's like, I mean, we have the Rildo, right, is a banner unit essentially from 2021. We have the other Rildo, who's a free-to-play character from 2022, right? Like, it's just comedy they expected people to run GT bosses. Like, come on, please, man. All right, we're going to have to rock Baby in slot 1 again. Remember, my Baby, of course, has got the full dodge build, so he's better situated for this than you know, pretty much any other character we've got. So let's do that. We definitely need to keep Syn on rotation. Tech Syn is a decent-ish character, right? Like, he's okay, sort of. We could kind of rock him in slot 2. I mean, Tech Syn, I mean, there's obviously a big difference between him and, you know, recent banner units, but, like, he can do some stuff, I suppose, right? Alright, so now we get to AGL Syn. We have a lot of STR characters here. We'll float off the 17s. I'm not really too concerned with that AoE. That's something that's much more devastating against, like, super class characters than extreme class characters, so we should be okay right here. Hopefully, if Syn is going to super attack, it's going to be at the start against Omega. I mean, because obviously, Metal Rildo, so he's taking 92, okay. He'll probably take a little bit, 63. We take a little damage, it's not the biggest deal. Maybe it would be good to sustain just a little bit of damage so that we can get into Omega's revive territory, right? Because, like, once he starts reviving, we should be good to go. Him getting additionals is very helpful because it's going to build up his damage, right? Kind of comedy that they have a character built super. Kind of rough. This is kind of rough. I mean, obviously, Metal Rildo can't take a super attack from this guy. I think my Metal Rildo does have a dodge build, which we could see right there. And then we get to the 17s. All right. I mean, as long as they give me 3 attacks right here, we've got, like, a shot if he's going to super attack. If he doesn't super here, he's really probably going to super in slot 1 on the next turn, which we're going to have a Carnival Omega next to Tech Syn, so we should be looking pretty good. They give us a triple super as well. All right, this is pretty decent. We're doing okay. Remember, if we take a ton of damage, Baby is going to be able to go Great Ape, which will help us a lot. All right, we could dodge this. Damn. That's kind of tough, Okay. We'll hop right back in. We'll come back. I mean, that's just the 17s not dodging. I mean, I will kind of take that right there. Like if the super attack's going to be aimed at anyone, the 17s have got a really good potential to survive it, right? So, all right, we'll come back in a second against AGL Syn. All right, so now we're in a pretty good spot right here. We should be able to get our 30, 40. Let's see. All right, it's good for us to be able to hold on to our revive in Baby, or not the revive, the Great Ape in Baby's back pocket, right? Because preferably we would want to pop that against physical Syn towards the end, right? Because we don't really need to worry about this guy's AoE normals. It's the AoE normals and stuff like that. Once we get to whatchamacallit, the physical Syn, that's really such a huge issue. Just a little bit more HP loss than we can get to Omega's revive territory as well. I doubt we're gonna have to worry about a super attack in slot 3 again, but I guess you never know. I really would like to save the STR orbs for Rildo to heal up a little bit. I mean, we're definitely going to take a little bit of damage. Remember that Rildo does get defense on his super attack effect, which will help him out a bit. If there's any super attacks, I mean, we need to dodge them or have Omega get hit by them, basically, right? Hopefully Omega would get hit by it. Now, the friend Omega, even if he's not Link level 10 Big Bad Bosses, I guess I didn't double check on this second friend right here. It's going to be activated now, right? Super. Okay. Baby, 12 million right there. Again, Baby is an effective character on this team. It's just the one thing about him is, like, you know, most of the game, he could... That's right, he could dodge. Oh my god, he tanked it. Oh, okay, Baby. That's pretty good, Baby. Because, I mean, remember, this Syn is over 1 million. Dodge that, okay. No, dude, we're so close. Oh, yeah. I mean, that was pretty good by Baby. Damn. I've had many a strong character get blown away by that super attack right there. Okay. I mean, that was pretty good. I'd like to at least make it to physical Syn. I mean, damn, if Rildo just would have given us one more dodge, we really would have been cooking there. But, I mean, okay, this isn't really going so bad. That was good footage of Baby right there. That was nice. You know, shows what Baby has got to offer. Pretty good, pretty good. All right, let's keep this rocking here. We already had a pretty good performance from Baby, though. That was really nice. Let's definitely get same type orbs right here for some of these characters to heal up a little bit. It would be good to be able to get under 50% for Omega's revive, but you know, it's a little tricky here because I mean, Rildo, I mean, we saw that he's eaten 200k. It's the thing with AGL Syn, right? Is that his normals hit way harder than his AOE does. It's not like, you know, STR Omega or Int Omega, right? This guy's AOE, it's really not that big of a problem unless you're a super STR character. All right, Super Omega. God damn it. Oh, no, that's good. That's good. That's good. Omega should be able to tank this fine. This is a 90% Omega. Oh, yeah. He'll be able to tank it fine. All right. I mean, yeah. Omega after supering, there's many characters that, you know, have strong defenses. Omega, Vegeta and Trunks is one. I think Transformed STR Super 17 is one. Where, like, they have strong defenses, but then after they super, they're untouchable, right? There's a lot of... I mean, Vegeta and Trunks, they would take more damage than all the other characters mentioned, but it's the same, like, kind of like concept with them. All right, not bad. The one thing that is good, I mean, using double Carnival Omega is not really the greatest, because, remember, when the Rainbow Orb changing runs out, Omega is really not that crazy. Without him creating his own Rainbow Orbs, it gets very tricky for Omega. But Tech Sin can still keep creating those orbs for him. The problem is that, like, where are we running Omega and Sin as, like, a rotation without a second Omega around? Like, are we running the Shadow Dragon Saga team, right? Like, so, I don't know. I don't know. All right, let's see what we get right here. I think we're going to be put into revive range very soon, which is going to be super good for us. And then if our HP gets too low, I mean, hopefully we could save the Baby transformation for Physical Sin. All right, so Rildo is going to get hit hard right here. Okay. Perfect. That's really good for us. Oh, we could transform into Super 17 as well. We have Omega's active. Let's transform into Super 17. Let's get this out here. Alright, so we got Super 17 out here for us. Our HP is not that high. We could revive if we do get caught here, though. I'm thinking we're just gonna, like, get this healing with Omega for sure. I'm gonna save the active. No reason to pop this out quite yet, I'm thinking. Alright, let's hit this right here. And then Super 17, remember, has the most dreadful design ever known to mankind here, where he needs to get hit 50,000 times. Oh, the friend Omega has dodge. Are you kidding? Okay. I definitely wasn't expecting that. Maybe it was a bad idea. Maybe we made a mistake healing up too much, because we did heal above 50%, which means we're probably just going to die. Damn it. Yeah, that's bad. It's God damn it. Okay. I thought we'd probably take a little bit of damage. We're going to finish him off that soon. Alright, well, that's bad. We made it to Physical Sin, but we're above revive threshold here, which is not good. Okay. Well, wait a minute. No. I think we're okay. I'm going to throw this out. Let's go. Yeah, damage is not that crazy. All right, we got a pretty good rotation right here. This is one of those things where, like, if Omega, or Sin, excuse me, if Sin tosses that super attack out at us right away, We could be good here. We'll do this. We'll get same type orbs for Rildo, because, I mean, Rildo, there's only one, like, no AoEs right away. Maybe we got rid of his super attack right there. That could be good. Remember that this Syn, I mean, it's, I've never fought a boss in this game like this Syn, where the amount of times he would super attack right away is just, like, off the charts. Yeah, perfect. And then we dodge. And then we dodge that shit. Let's go. Okay. Yeah, that is very common for Syn to drop the super out really quick. All right, this will do some damage to us. Rildo dodge. That's lovely. Perfect. Okay. Now, I guess the only thing is that, unfortunately, we are still above revive threshold, huh? Maybe we actually would have wanted Omega to actually take that hit. My dodge strategies are too good. All right, so again, we haven't revived. He's taking a little damage there. Funny is we're just above 50. One more? Damn. Okay. We dodged one too many times. All right, let's throw this out. That gets rid of an AoE. That's really good. We do have a couple of rainbow orbs. Yeah, this is not great here. All right, let's do this. Yeah, I think we actually probably dodged one attack too many. We probably would want to be at under 50% right here. I mean, again, a lot of these guys, they got a lot of dodge going on. We could keep up the dodge train going here. All right, so we got rid of... Wait, what wasn't that an AoE? Maybe that was a super. It could have been... Oh, no, there we go. Yeah, it was a fun ride, and then we get cooked right there at the end. I mean, honestly, I'm pretty content with this. I mean, we saw Baby have a little bit of strength, but, you know, then we get to this phase, and then, you know, Baby with the 200k normal. I mean, this is right now the separation between, you know, like, good characters and the really good characters is, like, this phase right here, right? Like, once you get to this phase, and, you know, you're fighting in Omega, STR Omega, and then this physical Syn, and the way they fire out those AoEs, it just really can be quite devastating. Let me know what you guys think of EZA Grade 8 Baby, but, I mean, him tanking that AGL Syn super attack certainly was pretty good.